What is up, MMA fans? This is Leonte for Sherdog.com, and today I have the pleasure to talk with one championship heavyweight fighter, Mr. Odie Delaney. Hello, Odie. Welcome on Sherdog. How are you today?
Hey, I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
And thank you for giving us a little bit of your time. How was your flight to Singapore?
Long.
Ooh.
Very long. Yeah, and I got stuck in Amsterdam too. So I had to sit on the tarmac for like 2.5 hours and then got to do the 12.5-hour flight. So it was a pretty long trip.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm guessing here you already adjusted to jet lag. You don't have any issues of that, right?
No. I feel good. Yeah, I've slept more and more every day that I've been here, and I got a full 8 hours of sleep last night. So I feel amazing right now.
This is the second time you're competing in Singapore. What did you learn in during your first trip over there?
Just kind of like how the the flow of the business goes. Media, all that stuff. Kind of just had to learn how that works. But now that I know how everything goes, it's like been very smooth, very stress free. So yeah, it's good having already done it once. So.
And of course, the last time you secured quite a victory. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Right now, you're back to Singapore since you're scheduled to face Mehdi Barghi at 158. How was your training camp in preparation for this fight?
It went really well. You're just always trying not to get injured and train as hard as you can without messing your body up too much. And that went really well. I feel amazing. Got through the training camp with no injuries. So yeah, I feel really good.
Who were some of your main sparring partners?
I've got a sparring partner named Reese. He's a 285-pound, 6-0 pro boxer. Just no fat on him, fast. He's a killer. So that's one. And then my coach, Sean Dillon, he's one of the best grapplers I think I've ever rolled with. He's kind of been the guy that I've been rolling with. So yeah, I've had a really good camp.
Who is going to be in your corner for this fight?
Mike Sanford. He's my jiu-jitsu professor. Yeah, he's out of American Top Team Iberville, Mississippi. So yeah, he's going to be in my corner this time around.
The last time you submitted your opponent, do you expect this fight to go down, to wrestling and grappling eventually?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, both of us, our comfort zone is grappling. So I'm sure that eventually we'll end up on the ground. His biggest strength is wrestling. That's my biggest strength, but I think that I'm a better wrestler than he is. So he's going to have a tough time.
I'm guessing here that you will look to submit your opponent.
Yeah. I either ground and pound or submit. That's kind of my thing. It's not that I can't knock people out. It's just that I normally can get them on the ground. And if I can get you on the ground, I'm going to tap you out. So yeah, I think this one's going to end by submission.
I would like to ask your favorite submission in general, even in training, not necessarily during fights.
I like a Darce choke. Yeah, because you can hit it from anywhere. I have a really tight Darce choke. Once I get you in there, it's pretty much done. So yeah, that's my favorite.
That's quite, an interesting choice. But what about that fantastic hammerlock? I don't know how to call it. You showed us during your fight with Thomas Narmo in February. What was that?
Yeah, we call that the Odielock nowadays. That's a hammerlock that's just assisted. You need to have control of the legs and the hips with like a leg ride, like a wrestler's leg ride. So I had the leg threaded. Once you get the hand on the back, you just come underneath the neck and you assist to the hammerlock. It's like an assisted hammerlock. And it's powerful. I mean, once you're there, you're done. I mean, and honestly, I couldn't believe he didn't tap earlier. Like I got his hand all the way to his shoulder. That was, it was gross.
It sure did look powerful and quite painful for Narmo.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I wish he would have tapped sooner, but hey, that's up to him.
Of course, it is what it is, and these are the risks of fighting. Were you expecting to? Of course, you are expecting to win and to finish your opponent, but were you expecting to finish him in 66 seconds?
I thought he was going to kind of be more careful. He threw a body kick right off the bat, which gave me his leg immediately, which I was kind of surprised about. So yeah, I didn't know it was going to go that fast. I knew that I was going to take him down and then I was going to submit him, but I didn't know it was going to be that quick. I think he made a big mistake in throwing that body kick. You shouldn't kick a wrestler in the midsection. I mean, they're going to take your leg. So, and I did.
Well, hopefully a lesson learned for him and a victory for you. In addition to competing this Friday, what are your plans for this summer?
I want to stay busy. I'm that kind of guy that I kind of just want to keep fighting as long as I'm healthy and I don't take too much head damage. I want to keep fighting. I also want to get a jiu-jitsu contract with one too, because I want to start doing the jiu-jitsu tournaments and get some good fights on there too. So hopefully I can stay really busy and just have something every month if it was up to me. But yeah, we'll see how fast they let me go.
Do you have a name in mind for a challenge in grappling?
Oh, in grappling, man, I think I'm ready for anybody in grappling. Shoot, I would love to wrestle Galvao. Yeah, he's in here. He's doing his thing now. I'd love to be his match. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready for anybody. MMA, I want to fight Alan Naglani just because he's such a phenomenal striker. He's such a specimen of a human being. I just think that'd be really cool just to test my hands. So yeah, those are a couple of the guys I'd like to tango with.
Since you love grappling so much, what do you think about perhaps a clash with Marcus Bouchesha somewhere down the line?
Yeah, that's definitely going to happen eventually. Me and him were teammates for 2 years in Coconut Creek, Florida. Yeah, that's going to be a bloody battle, but I think I would like that to happen for a belt. I mean, we're both going to rise up through this division. I consider him a friend. I want to see us both be very successful. And then, yeah, eventually we will fight. And that's going to be, everyone's going to want to watch that fight because it's going to be awesome.
That's why.
It's going to happen eventually, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's my next 2 fights. So we'll see.
No, I understand that. I'm asking since I will be the first one, to be there to watch that fight, because it will be just, for grappling fans, at least it will be just mind blowing.
Yes, absolutely.
I know that we spoke about grappling in general, but the card on which you're fighting is headlined by a Muay Thai clash. Do you like, in general, Muay Thai with forearms gloves?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's so exciting to watch. I love that one is doing the Muay Thai and the jiu-jitsu and the kickboxing. I think it's good to incorporate all the martial arts kind of under one banner. I think that's really cool for the fans too, because honestly, like Muay Thai brings a different level of it. It's not more exciting than MMA, but it's like a different kind of exciting because, just the technique involved and the striking that's involved. It can't really happen as well in MMA because there's the threat of the takedown. So yeah. I think it's really cool to be able to watch just pure Muay Thai and watch these guys just elbow each other in the heads, like it's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. It is exciting and entertaining. Have you already picked your walkout song?
Yeah, so it's called Alive by P.O.D. It's since I was like a young kid, that song's meant a lot to me. It like speaks a little bit to my faith. So yeah, I'll probably keep that as my walkout song, probably permanently. I kind of want when people hear it to think of me. So yeah.
May I ask, what do you like about it?
The lyrics pretty much have to do with, now that I see you, I could never deny you. So like it has something to do with, once you know the truth, you can't forget about it. And that speaks to me because like with my Christian faith, once I kind of found that truth for myself, I could never walk away from it. And that's kind of what the lyrics talk about. And it just means a lot.
You're not the first fighter, who actually mentions religion, and it's always interesting to hear how is it your relationship in general with religion and fighting? Yeah,
so my faith is really the reason I'm still here. I've struggled a lot with a lot of different things, depression, anxiety issues. And it's kind of been my faith that has saved my life. It's where I found my peace and my hope. So when I see other people struggling or in a similar situation to me, I want to share where I found my peace and my hope so that they maybe could have the same thing that I enjoy now, so yeah. And then, this fighting for one is such a huge platform. I think that it's just a huge opportunity to do some good in the world. That's why I'm trying to talk about mental health issues, kind of break down some of the stigmas surrounding suicide, getting that kind of into the conversation, because I just feel like with all these eyes, it would be almost wasting and almost selfish to not use this to kind of send out some love into the world, because there's already so much hatred. There's already so much cynicism and people speaking about hatred, so it's like, I just want to be a voice that is speaking about something that's totally against that. So yeah.
I understand, and thank you for sharing that with us today. And it's usually a very personal topic, and like I said, thank you for opening up about that.
I'm an open book.
Odie, before I let you go, do you have any last messages?
I just really need to thank my wife, Savannah. I mean, I couldn't train. I would have given up already. I mean, I couldn't do anything that I've done if she wasn't, always propping me up and keeping me, focused on my dreams, our dreams and our goals. So Savannah, I love you. Thank you. My sponsors, Master Auto up in Alaska. Thank you. Couldn't have done the camp without them. But yeah, that's what I'd like to say. And I just appreciate your time here today on this interview. And I thank you very much. Look forward to doing it again.
Thank you again. Me too, actually. I'm looking forward to hearing from you again in the future. Best of luck with your upcoming fight. And hopefully I'll hear again from you in the future.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.